Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about doing the things you don't want to do on this episode of the All Around Growth Podcast. My name is Rob Kaiser and I am your host. This is a show that provides insight and tools to build the life and homestead of your dreams. And yes, it's Wednesday, January 26th, if I'm not mistaken. This is episode number 271, where I'm just gonna talk freely about that topic, doing the things we don't want to do. How that came to be. This was simple. This morning, first of all, I didn't wake up on time. That was something that I didn't want to do. Second of all, I didn't do my stretching routine this morning. Because I slept in, that was something that I didn't want to do. So there were several things that I normally do that I didn't do because I decided I was going to sleep in a little bit and have a lazy morning. It wasn't so much the idea of compensating for something that I didn't do, but the reality is I have goals. And one of my goals is a writing goal. And part of the writing goal consists of making progress on my autobiography, which is a larger part of a project called the Self-Authoring Project. And I will go ahead and link to that again in the show notes. It's something that I've talked about several times. And real quickly on that, what the Self-Authoring Project is, it's composed of three parts. Your past authoring, your present authoring, and your future authoring. And all of this is done in an attempt to basically, in my words, reflect on where you've been, identify where you are, to compose and write the next chapter of your life and where you want to be. And for a while I've felt unsettled and out of sorts, for lack of a better term. So I've been doing a number of different things to get it together, right? To try and figure it all out. Right, like we're all gonna do that someday. You know, like we're all gonna and this is some shit that I get from time to time from people who, you know, kind of chide me in all of the various endeavors that I pursue. Like as though all of the work that I find myself doing outside of my day job, right? Like, for most people, they define themselves by their work. Hi, my name's Jim. What do you do? Well, hi, Jim. I'm Dave. I'm an engineer over at the Acme Company. And we manufacture spud nuts for the refabricator. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is it. And I am not satisfied. I am not satisfied with simply saying, well, hi, Jim. I'm Rob. I'm a nurseryman. What's a nurseryman? Well, I work in inventory management and tag and grade plant material. Assist with some various IT-related projects in and around the farm, and help out with digital content and website creation and development. You know. Oh, okay. But anybody who listens to this show knows that the specifics of what I just said are something that's not really discussed. There's a lot of other things that are discussed, and quite frankly, the guts of the homesteading, you know, there was a small series that I did on how to build a commercial kitchen. Like part 1, part 2. I think that's where I stopped. But everything from the framing to the electrical to the parts list to whatever. Like, that's what I was doing, and that's kind of what I want to get back to. But, you know, that kind of content requires time. And hey, the reality is I'm not willing to put that kind of time into that right now. And here's why. I've got that time allocated and dedicated elsewhere. First and foremost, lately, it's been the whole integration of functional medicine into my life in an effort to become healthy so that I can live optimally in all facets of my life. So I can step it up. Try to better achieve my full potential that's untapped. What else lies in store? I've discovered a lot over the past 4 months of making some dramatic lifestyle changes. What else can I do? What else can you do? You know, what else, what are you willing to do? And that was the question that I asked myself today after I slept in, had a lazy morning, skipped my stretching. I said, well, the least you can do is sit down and write and work towards your goals. So I did. And I've got some refining to do because over the past couple of days, I've made far more progress than not only did I meet my writing goals for this week as of Wednesday, the hump day, but I believe I've exceeded them, so that is good news. I need to do some other work to actually get one of those online and ready for publishing Sunday. But that's it. That was this morning. I didn't want to do that. I kind of wanted to hit the road early get to work and continue on this little thing that I'm working on to get my new partner squared away, a little training manual of sorts. And I learned some information yesterday after a brief conversation with the owner about how things have come to be, and another conversation with the manager. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of compromise that needs to be made when working for a small family business that's gotten large over time. And you can read that how you will, but I'm just going to leave it at that. And I'm doing the best that I can right now to make the best of my current situation, because my objective in life is to build bridges, not burn them. And it's taken a lot of work to cultivate these relationships that have been growing in this fractured, broken soil. But it's possible. I'm going to believe that until I don't. And I've got a plan for if that happens. And I said if because I don't want to say when. I think there's more to gain than there is to lose. So we'll see how it goes. But in the meantime, just because I've had some moment of clarity yesterday doesn't mean I can continue to be complacent. No. It means I continue to prepare. I continue to get my mind right. I continue to write. I began as a child in my life, and I began as a child writing my memories. I progressed into my teens, and then into my later teens and my high school years. Continued to write through my college years, in my early 20s, and then wrote through my mid to late 20s. Now I'm writing in my 30s. Soon, I'll be writing about where I am now. More so than the free writing which I've currently done. And at some point, accordingly, in that same thought process, this show will get back to the structure and framework that I'd like, that I'd prefer. But in the interim, I just keep doing something, because the something that I'm doing allows me to keep improving, so that when I finally get to the point where I can deliver what I want, I'll be able to do so because I've been in the process of consistently creating something that's allowed me to get me there. Don't you see? Listen to that again. We've got to do the work to get to where we go, or to get to reach our dreams, rather. We've got to do the work, and we've got to do the work consistently. Remember, what you do speaks so loud, I can't hear what you say. Don't be that guy who's all hat, no cattle. Talk about the things you've done instead of the things you're gonna do. And that was part of the conversation that I had yesterday when some new information came to light, man. New shit has come to light, man. And I changed my stance on looking for a raise. I'm going to talk about that on another episode. And that episode's going to be titled, How to Look for a Raise. Pretty stoked about that. Pretty stoked about this article that I saw. But we'll talk about that in another episode that will be titled, New Shit Has Come to Light, man. And with that, this is Rob Kaiser, and thank you.